Greetings. Hopefully we can hear each other in this way. Let me get this switch. Oh, okay. All right. So this should show it as well here. Okay, good. All right. So we should see me on Zoom, and YouTube should see everything. So we'll go ahead and get things started. Greetings, this is Christine Bundy, State Coordinator for the Indiana Assembly, and this is Monday, the 7th of August, 2023, and the General Assembly and the Militia Assembly they are in session. So we'll start with taking a moment to honor our Creator. Alright, so hopefully this should all be working well here to be able to pull this together. We'll see what it's gonna show here. Hopefully we can get this in the view, and this we have to screen share then on Zoom. Hopefully here. Okay. Alright, and we'll get things going as we are waiting for Joe and others to connect to the call. I don't know why that's flashing like that. Okay, hopefully I'll still be able to get that notice. Okay, so we'll go on with the Bivens decision. This meeting is private. Bearing false witness, misrepresentation, and posting inflammatory rhetoric in public forums is forbidden and shall be addressed in an appropriate manner. To eliminate all conflicts and false allegations, is there anyone in attendance at today's meeting that is a member or agent of any law enforcement agency or public agency of the federal, state, county, city, or township agencies present? Please post your response in the chat or comment. Hearing none. Any response to the Bivens decision for the second time? Hearing none. Any response to the Bivens decision for the third and final time? Hearing none. Furthermore, anyone who is here under false pretenses, anyone who is working for any foreign government, including the territorial United States or municipal United States, anyone who is being paid or coerced to be here must fully disclose their presence and purpose now or leave the premises or call. So I want to make sure I take a moment and let you know that my husband has stated that there are severe storms in our area coming this way, so I will go as long as we can go, and hopefully I hopefully would be able to notice, and it could be part of the storms could be the delay with Joe, so but we'll go ahead and keep things going here. And let's get this display back so that we can pull this up so you see it here, and so we can screen share in here, hopefully. And it's being a little fidgety with screen share. But we are recording. Okay, so let's get this up maybe. It's being a little finicky. Oh, okay, so, alright. So we'll go ahead and keep going. I will be going through the updates with the what the status is of the counties, the status of armored up and papered up nationals on Indiana, Treasury status, along with social media updates. Here are the link updates again. The Indiana State National Shop for goods and services at home on indiana.org. A blog will get started on that, so go ahead and there is on the front page where you can put your email in to get in to be a part of that. So as that keeps going, then again, as Joe is able to come in, we'll be able to go with that. But again, there are storms that may be interfering in his ability to get through, but we'll keep going. And making sure in case anything happens, then the next call will be adjourned until August 21st at 6 p.m. because the Monday in between is the General Assembly call. Okay? Just so we already have that on the call here. All right, starting with the county updates. All right, we are up. First off, we have, as far as papered up, we're up 1. So now there are 67 that are papered up across the state, and 38 are armored up. The one papered up is the one from this week that I just finished supporting yesterday with getting everything on the record. So at this point, we still have 29 counties populated. We are now up one more. A 32nd county spoke up for Floyd County. And so now that county here, the little yellow down here, has been lit up. And we still have 141 that we don't know what county they're on, so I'm not able to break it down as to which county that they're in. But as you can see, we have a total of 408 that are in process. And as you can see, 141 didn't identify what county they're on yet. And of course, we're still holding with the 4 federal persons. So there's the update on the counties that we are now up one more on a county that is at least spoken up to say, yes, we're here. All right, so then what I did was I went through and broke it down as to the counties. So you'll be able to come back to this to see which counties are populated, dormant, if they're populated, how many on the county, and whether they're papered up or armored up. While everyone begins as papered up, we all focus on getting to be armored up, as armored up is going to strengthen your standing as well as then your eligibility to be able to support the build of the assembly. And then the federal persons, once they have severed those contracts, once they are in a position where they can be able to finally move away from that and be able to come and support the assembly, then they'll be able to update and make those changes at that time. So here was an update on each of the counties so that you can be able to see where we stand, where your county stands. All right, so we are still at where we have one recurring monthly donor. I had already put this presentation together when that monthly donor payment came in for this month. But it will be reflected on the next, on the 21st updates. Excuse me. All right, and so over these past 2 weeks, there's been one record and publish, a purchase of one unique auto plate, and the totals have been updated over here. And then all the monthly technology expenses have come through. That they usually come through the first part of the month, and then the rest of the month is then for minor things of supplies, usually for product, for ordering the plates or the debt redemption stamps, things like that. All right, so then I'm adding in here, I wanted to give you an update, and what I'm doing at this point is rounding up now from, we just started with in June, really getting into the, getting onto social media with the assembly calls. So I wanted to give you an update on what's going on with those, and right now, Locals is the only one that's actually set up for an ability to receive, and those are those monthly supporters. And if you'll recall, I had stated early on that with Locals, as long as you have 49 supporting members, you only have 30 minutes of recording airtime. Once you reach that 50th supporting member, then you move into an hour's worth of where you can be able to have an hour-long video on locals, have an hour-long video to live stream, things like that. So at this point, as you can see, we're at 21 that are members, and those are running it. They're just running at the $2. There may be a couple, I'm not sure, but this has been since the start of being on locals. So, because it's the total gross from this point since being on locals. So, all right, and then this month, 5 new monthly subscriptions. Doesn't necessarily mean they're also all supporters. I'm not sure exactly yet. I haven't been able to track more detail into that. It's been so few because of the lack of ability to have a longer video on. All right, so here on Odyssey, like I said, there's nothing coming into. I don't have anything set up for Odyssey for people to send and receive payments, so we're not having to go through those systems, because then everybody has to have a fee out of it and everything. So that's where it's go to the athomeonindiana.org, and there are abilities to be able to donate and support at that time. And you'll see that the most viewed recent content was a general education call from August 2nd. Excuse me. And then, of course, because I took the opportunity to send out an update, or I had sent a link on I think it was even July 4th, about ensuring that you have an opportunity to go see Sound of Freedom. Purchase your tickets online. Do not purchase them at the box office. Purchase your tickets online. This is how it's affecting that industry, and it is killing their funneling system of the money to come in to support that. All right, and here is Rumble. So June, July, and the first 2 weeks here in August, or first week here in August, the first segment is where it's earnings. And so as you can see, there are no earnings because, like I said, I don't have anything set up in Rumble to receive payments at this point in time. And then the bottom row, again, same months, June, July, and the first week here of August. This is showing the views, the type of unique views for each. And you'll be able to see the chart of the different unique views during the time periods. Now, I did notice once I got over here, I was on first week of August here, or these don't have the time frame over here, but they did here because it was just the first week, whereas that's the whole month. Okay, and again, here's the shop. And then here are the details for YouTube. Obviously, YouTube, we've got more posted to YouTube. So more has been able to work through here because everything ends up funneling through YouTube anyway right now as well. And then, of course, videos that were too lengthy in content for locals are obviously here as well. So you'll be able to see so far for the last 28 days. Breakdown here. This shows about the published content breakdown, that even YouTube is working to recommend the content, so we're able to track that as well to give that extra support, whether they're watching the videos or live only or both. So those are the kind of statistics I can be able to get within YouTube. There's more, obviously, but that's even more than I'm able to get into at this point. But that way, to get an overall, so you can go back and look and see how that's progressing. And while we're seeing low numbers, low views, we're seeing, though, that YouTube is supporting sending out as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and see, and again, here's the scheduling link. Let's see, again, like I said, there was a storm, and I don't have. Let me stop the display here so we don't have a multiple picture of me going on here. And hopefully, let me see. Hopefully it won't pop up all the emails, but I don't think anybody's responded with any issues being in the wrong call. All right, like I said, there was a storm, and my husband was saying it was a pretty serious storm, so that could be part of that issue as we go through. And as I was showing, there was some glitching with Zoom as well. So I'm not seeing anyone in the waiting room either. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'm going to call it that's probably most likely what's going on is the storm, that Joe is having issues being able to get through this call. So we all want to wish him love and prayers. But we know that we will see him on next Monday's call for the Dural and Militia Assembly. All right, so we will go ahead and adjourn until the August the 21st for the next General Assembly and Militia Assembly. And I wish you all peace and love.
Recording stopped.